the right on the first row.
Hey, Mike Singer, Denver Post. When you looked at the film from Game 2 and you audited it yourself, where did you see areas that you could have been better?
Yeah, me personally, I mean, I think intensity and energy wasn't where it needed to be for me personally, or really the team as a whole. We could talk about the mistakes that we had defensively, but really it's about intensity. There's stuff we got to clean up. Like they're a really good team. They're doing some actions that are hard to guard. So our communication has to be on point. But really, I think that's the main things. I think communication, because those defensive lapses can make it look like we're not playing hard because they get open shots. But really, we just need to be locked into what we need to be doing, the coverages.
And Malone said you guys had a pretty honest film session this morning. Can you describe it? Can you take us into that film session as much as you can?
Yeah, I mean, I think we knew we let an opportunity go in that game too. And we just wanted to see what happened, hold each other accountable, and also just talk through everything, because as much as it is energy and effort, like we're playing a great team, so we got to give them credit and see areas where we can attack them better and guard them better.
We're going to go on the left side, second row.
Hi, Michael Esteban Ciccone from NBA Brazil. We have a lot of people in Brazil watching the finals. How it's like for you at this moment, knowing the whole world is watching the finals, watching you in social media? How you work at this moment with the fans and everything?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. We're on a big stage. We're in a big moment. Try not to make it too big, still at the end of the day, it's just a basketball. So try not to make it as big as everyone else tries to make it. Just view it as, I'm a part of a good team. Our team just needs to view it as we're in this together, try to do something special. So we kind of block out all the noise, but it is cool knowing that we're able to play in front of so many people, inspire so many people.
We're going to go to right side, third row.
Michael Pina, The Ringer. Jimmy Butler's been able to find open teammates behind the three-point line in the first two games of this series. Do you feel like you guys have been over-helping a little bit, particularly when he's isolated on the wing?
Yeah, I think probably over-helping a tad bit. AG's been doing a pretty good job limiting his shots, him getting downhill. And then that's what he's doing. He's facilitating. He's a winning player who likes to get his teammates involved. So a lot of times he's driving the pass, not necessarily to shoot. So we definitely got to fan out the shooters. They got way too many open threes the first couple games.
We're going to go to the middle, third row.
Hey, Michael. Alex Toledo, 5 Reasons Sports. Just wanted to ask you, with the amount of actions that the Heat are running on the perimeter, it feels like it's sort of like a mirror image thing going on with you guys. Both teams are heavy on ball movement, player movement. How hard do they make it with the amount of actions they run to kind of defend them with the multiple efforts you have to make?
Yeah, they run some pretty tough actions to guard. Some unique actions that I think probably only they do. They got a lot of shooters who will run up and just slip, so to try to confuse your coverage, whether you're switching or you're staying with your own. So I think that's the main thing. That's why I say communication, because they are doing some things to try to confuse us out there defensively, and we just got to stay locked into our game plan.
We're going to go to the right side, second row.
Matt Moore, Action Network. Michael, you guys as a team had a lot of breakdowns on switches in game 2. Was that more on your side in terms of the communication from you guys as a team, or were there things that Miami's doing that make those switches more difficult to navigate?
Yeah, I think it's both. We probably could communicate a little bit better and also just be more aware of the actions they're running, but also I think they're playing off of our coverages. They're hearing what we're communicating to each other, and then they're doing the opposite. If we say switch, they're slipping out for open threes. And then if we don't say switch, they're actually going to set the screen. So they do a really good job playing off of what our game plan is. So that's what this film session was about this morning, just fixing some of that. So hopefully they don't get as many open shots.
We're going to go right side to Mike again.
Mike Singer, Denver Post. I think you're 3 of 17 from 3 throughout the first 2 games. When your three-pointer is not falling like you're accustomed to doing, how can you help yourself? Where else can you attack?
Yeah, I just got to play with energy and effort, and I think I'll fall into some easy buckets, off of cuts, off of transition. And my three-pointer won't keep I'm not going to keep missing that many threes. So I just got to stay confident in myself. And like you said, if that's not falling, figure out other ways to help the team. But I definitely can mix in some driving, closeouts, get to the hole. and then get out in transition. Try to find some easy ones, get on the glass, things like that.
We're going to stick to the right side, first row.
Michael, you're obviously always frequently guarded by players who are shorter, but in this case, when it's a much shorter player like a Gabe Vincent, is there ever a temptation to drive, or do you not want it to mess with your game as far as how often you shoot threes when you do other things?
Yeah, I think that's part of sacrificing for this team, because there may be times where one of us feels like we have a mismatch, but that's just not the offense that we're running at the moment. So there's times in transition when you can try to utilize a mismatch that you have. Obviously, if Gabe Vincent is guarding me, I feel like I could just get the ball and go score, but that's not necessarily what, our team offense is about, it. That's not what we've been doing this whole year. So if that means staying spaced, even though I feel like I have a matchup, sometimes that's what I have to do. But to your point, there's probably ways, getting on the glass, getting downhill, trying to use my size to get some easy shots around the rim that I could be doing a little bit better.
We're going to take one more question, left side, fourth row.
Hello, NBA Mexico. I know you were telling that you want to block all the noise around the finals and not make it so big, but how do you make it if it's the first final game for you outside home? How do you block the Miami and all the noise it's around?
I really think it's just, you're going to hear it, there's distractions out there, you're going to hear the noise, but at the end of the day, you have to just, not back down from the moment. We all know it's a big moment. I think we're just trying to be locked in and stay as poised and as in the moment as possible, and not let it get too big. So that's all I mean by that. But we definitely know it's big, and we just gotta try to limit the noise and just until we get this thing done, just keep it as small as possible.
Thank you, Michael.
I appreciate it.